Well, good morning, folks. It's a bit of a gloomy morning here in Clearwater County. Woke up to the rumbling sound of thunder. Yeah. It's an even more gloomy time for me. For those who follow my channel, if you notice, I don't share too much of my, intimate personal life. But if you were watching my channel last year, you noticed that I had to deal with a foot injury. And they cut out a spot on my foot, which they believe was a diabetic ulcer. Said spot came back in November. That was in July of last year, of 2022. They, by November, it started to return, along with quite a sizable lump on the arch of my foot. So I thought I'd share what the issue is with that lump. It proceeded to progress up my leg, my right leg, and I had multiple spots on there that were like anywhere from the size of a marble to the size of bigger than your finger, or 2 fingers. And fortunate for me, I have a very good family doctor in Fort McMurray, and he sent me for tests. And the test came back not very favorable. So we went for biopsies. And good morning, Mr. Man. Love this herd. Wasn't sure if I was gonna make this video, because it's very hard. So I've been diagnosed with stage 4 melanoma in my legs, my right leg, as of now. So we did that. We went for more blood work. And the day I went in to see my doctor for the results of the blood work, I was telling him how my back was extremely sore, very painful along my spine area. And he said that due to the cancer, he doesn't want to risk infection. So he sent me for an x-ray. I went for the x-ray that day at noon. And at 3 o'clock, my doctor called me on my cell and told me that he had me booked the next morning for an emergency CAT scan. Because the x-ray showed that I had what's called densities, which is cancer on right and left lobe of my lungs. The biopsies were completed the next week on Tuesday, Wednesday. And a week later, they confirmed that I had stage 4 melanoma. For those who don't know, sorry, melanoma compared to lymphoma spreads more rapid and usually attacks organs. If I'm doing my proper education of myself. And stage 4, well, cancer goes from not having cancer, I guess, would be a 0, and 4 being the worst. So I'm batting 1,000. I got the worst type and the worst stage. So where do we go from here? Well, I have what's called a PET scan booked, thankfully, through my doctor, my family doctor, for the 16th of August in Edmonton, Alberta, where they will do a full body scan of my body to see if it's anywhere else. At 2:30 the same day, I meet with the oncology team at the K Clinic at the University of Alberta. That's where they will let me know my fate. I've made it very clear to my wife, our very good friend, Vicky, and my family doctor, that they are not to sugarcoat any results or any outcome. And the same will be said to the oncology group, which I know as professionally these people are, including my wife and our friend Vicky, who are 30-year nurses and are my health advocates. I need to know, worst case going forward, what my outcome will be. If I'm doomed, I'm doomed. If I got to get my shit together, say goodbye to my cows, whatever it may be. Once I have that meeting on the 16th and we decide whether there is a path forward or not for me, which will decide on the fate of my herd. My wife will make a decision with me on whether we send everyone to auction this fall or she'll be keeping back a smaller herd for her going forward. I'm sure you can tell it's not easy for me to talk about this. Just a background thing. Cancer is very strong in my family. Come on, buddy, grandma's boy. Get out of there. Come on, back up, Papa. Both my parents died of cancer. I have never smoked a day in my life. I'm 52 years old. So that goes to show you, it's not just smoking, but I'm sure it's a great contributor. My parents smoked like fiends. But yeah, so that's the cards I've been dealt here over the last month. I'm currently out of work. Trying to do my damnedest to, do a few things around the farm. Look at this. And a big red savage. Sassy. It's the babies. Loves the babies. So that's where we're at. I've been really struggling to make this video, and I'm struggling right now. I got a lot of friends and family from east to west of this country that are praying for me, and I greatly appreciate it. I'm not a super religious person, but me and the man upstairs do tend to have our conversations out here. I'm not one to go to church like I was when I was a younger man. But my pasture out here amongst my girls and boys is where I take my church. You can actually see the Rockies today. Anyways, this wasn't easy. I will try to bring you along and keep you updated on my journey. And see where things go. Hopefully, with the technology we have in the world, the oncology team can get me on a great outcome. Anyways, there won't be no fancy editing on this one. Our fancy editing is adding some videos and a little intro at the first, because I don't want my wife doing this, who usually does it for me. So anyways, folks, I'm going to post this video. It's not clickbait at all, but cancer has struck home, and very right to me, so, and it's scary as shit. I got way too much to do in life yet. I know we don't get to choose our time on this earth, but I got things to do. So cancer can, pardon my language, can fuck off. I'm trying to do my best to be strong, keep the faith, so to say. But anyways. But my main concern this morning now, after feeding my little lumps down here, is I gotta go and treat number 3 again this summer. She's got quite a limp going, so I gotta take care of my babies. Anyways, folks, sure appreciate you following us along, and we'll talk to you soon. We'll see what the day will bring, and we'll go from there. Have a great day. Take care.